Going on to you Leos. You have the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, and then you Leos actually have the Six of Pentacles. So there's definitely the Three of Swords, the Three of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. A lot of regret. A lot of regret that someone has for losing you Leos. If it's a career, same thing. A lot of regret. Because they should have taken you Leo seriously. They should have respected you a lot more. But part of it you had to understand, or you should understand, is that a lot of that stuff comes from envy. The reason why it is that the two of y'all are not together even in the first place is because that stuff comes from envy. Because we could use the whole Travis Hunter situation, right? Part of the reason why it is that like Travis Hunter is having so much problems with said person is because that person likes Travis Hunter. But the problem though is that there's also envy there. So it's this, that's the same thing going on with you Leos, where if you're in a relationship, right, the people that you walked away from, the point that I'm making is that they liked you. The problem is envy got in the way. Jealousy got in the way. See, envy and jealousy moves people and motivates people to do a lot of dysfunctional things, self-sabotaging, because of self-sabotaging. The person who has the talent that they're so jealous of is actually going to have everybody benefit. But the problem with it is they looking at you and thinking to themselves that you Leos have this miraculous life where you have a spoon, a silver spoon, and your life has essentially been perfect. This is why it is I keep saying that envy, you got to get that out no matter who it is. Watching, not watching, you got to get that out your system. You got to get it out your system. Because if you gotta regurgitate it, if you gotta get it out, you know what I'm saying, when you go on the toilet for whatever reason, right, regardless of who you are, you got to get that out your system. Because envy and jealousy, and this is what it is I keep saying, but a lot of people don't listen, that's a dysfunction. That's a form of depravity. Because a person who is envious does not really understand. They don't have a sound mind to really understand the reality of the situation. Like, you Leos didn't have a silver spoon. You Leos worked for every position and every advantage that you Leos have ever gotten. But see, this is what I'm talking about. The person that is now feeling a certain kind of way because you Leos are not in their lives for whatever reason on some Three of Swords stuff, they feel this way because their envy really had them really creating this picture in their head that wasn't necessarily real, because you had to work for everything that you Leos have gotten. And that, yeah, certain doors open for you, but that's your blessing. Certain doors open for you because this is what worked for you. See, everybody got something that works for them. Everybody has something that's worked for them. I don't have the amazing looks. I may be cute or cute enough, but I also know that I'm not the most handsome person in the world, and I'm fine with that. I wasn't blessed with exceedingly good looks anyway, but what was I blessed with? The ability to be resourceful. Nobody can take that away from me. I can pull a rabbit out of a hat. I can sell salt to a slug. That's my gift, to be resourceful, right? So everybody has a gift that you can't take away. It's everybody's objective to use what gifts that they have to their advantage. But you had these people looking at you, Leos, like you're the worst person in the world. That's their mistake. Because the Four of Wands and the Sun card, which is Leo, Sun is Leo, this represents because you, Leos, are doing just fine without them. Y'all got yourselves a new job. Once again, you living your life. Some of you Leos probably getting to know other people romantically. The point that I'm trying to make here is whether it's romantic or whether it's you getting connected with new people, you're making new connections. Currently, as it is that I make this video, you're making new connections. This is a current events, right? What's going on with you? And the Three of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles represents Three of Pentacles and Queen of Pentacles. It represents, and you Leos are proud to be in the position that you're in right now. There's no shame because you're doing it cleanly. You don't have to do backroom politics in order to do it. And then everything that you're getting done on your own. So there's a sense of accomplishments. There's a sense of accomplishment that comes with this. There's a sense of accomplishment that comes with this. So a lot of you Leos, right? Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords, and you're humble with it. So this proves the point of even more of what it is I was talking about with the whole the envy thing. That those people who you stopped talking to willingly, they were really wilding out because they thought that excommunicating you from the group would hurt you, beat you down, make you feel terrible, have you given up. And what is it that you Leos did? You Leos said, okay, you gave yourself a certain amount of time to feel a certain kind of way. You got yourselves back up and you went on about your business. Boom. You find a better place to make your money. You found maybe a better situation. Maybe the situation romantically, they was wild too. So you decided to leave them alone and just be single for a while. Now look at you, right? The Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords. You leave your old self. When you make a comparison from yourself 6 months ago compared to now, you would blow your old self out of the water with how amazing you are now. And on top of that, the Eight of Swords, you're humble. So it's not like you're running around treating people like trash, disrespecting people. You understand what I'm saying? You Leos are carrying yourselves with honor, with decency. If a person hangs around you because they are caught up in the fame, you will choose, you're not going to take advantage of them. You're just going to leave them alone. You'll respect them, but you're going to leave them alone. You know, because you understand that they're like caught up with the celebrity of it. You understand what I'm saying? And that's cool, but like they're more of a fanatic, like they're more of a zealot, you know, like a person who will go to the extreme when you're not even asking them to do any, like you wouldn't ask them to do anything wild like that, and you're not asking them to do anything wild like that. But you can tell like they're like a zealot, you know what I mean? They're zealous. They're a person that is like a fanatic. Like you give them some sort of indoctrination and they'll go to the extremes. That's not how you Leos are. Like even with my own self, when it comes to this YouTube thing, sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I'll meet like some people and, You know, they'll give me that look, and I'll just be cool with them, but I'll move on because it's like I'm not gonna ask them to do anything goofy like that, anything zealous. Because again, this is not a cult. This is not. This is not that. This is not a cult. This is not about praising me. This is not about centering around me at all. I'm here as a guide. Like I'm not. I said this before, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm not buying into my own hype, and I'm not. I don't care how big I become. I'm not buying into my own hype. I'm telling you, I'm not doing it, and I refuse to do it. And anybody who tells me to do it or suggests that I should do it, I'm gonna stay. I'm there's still respect there, but I'm gonna stay away from them because I'm not buying into my own hype. I'm not buying into my own hype. Nah. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. That's the thing that makes people really envious of you. It's the fact that you're accomplishing what you're accomplishing and you humble. See, people who have an envious mind, they're depraved. They're out of their mind. They're insane. So they're looking at it like you humble bragging, like you flexing, but you're kind of trying to be humble about it, but you're really flexing on them. Meanwhile, that's not even really what it is. That's not what it is at all. That's not what it is. What it is that you Leos are just living y'all lives, and you're just paying attention to how, right, the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups, people tried to tear you down. They did their worst to tear you Leos down, and the Ace of Wands, Knight of Cups, you still prevailed anyway. You were and are very resilient. You're very disciplined, right? You kept up with your discipline. You didn't let people break you down to the point where you're just, oh, okay, whatever. And you continue to do your own thing. And because of it, you Leos are in a better position and you feel proud of yourself. You should feel proud of yourself. You know, Leo represents pride, proud, confidence. You know, what do you call a group of lions? A pride. A pride of lions is what you call a group of lions, because the lion was selected for Leo, right? Because that's how Leos be moving. Leos are supposed to move proudly, but this is where the spirituality come into play, and this is where the ego come into play. The ego of Leo comes into play when you're not humble, but then you talk a lot, or you want to be boisterous, or you want everybody to know that, you know what I'm saying, that you're confident, but there's no real hard work in the background. You don't actually accomplish anything like that substantial or important. And then confidence, this is different. I'm not talking about taking it to the extreme. I'm talking about secure confidence. Again, there's still a certain level of doubt there so that you don't become deluded, but confident, right? Pride, or good pride or confidence, comes from when you have accomplished something, you're good at it, you've learned, you studied it, you're good at it, and you're good, and that's where the confidence comes from. The fact that you have a skill and you're nurturing said skill. You're doing something, you're nurturing a talent. This is where confidence comes from. And then lets you be humble with it, where you're not buying into your own hype. That's the best kind of confidence, because you're keeping your ears to the ground. You're still in touch. You're still grounded. You're still in touch with reality. You're still in touch with what's going on around you. Yeah, you Mr. or Mrs. blah, 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 fill in the blank. But it's like you also understand what's going on around you, and you understand yourself. And you still have your head on your shoulders. You still have your head on the swivel. You still street smart. You dig what I'm saying? While you still do whatever people praise you or give you accolades or attention for. So that's the point that I'm trying to make here. This is the thing that this person from the very beginning, these people from the very beginning, really can't stand. It's the fact that overall, what I'm seeing here for you Leos are doing amazing. I can't even complain. You Leos are doing a very great job. I'm seeing how you Leos are handling your business as far as a career wise. You're taking good care of yourself health wise, making sure that you don't get yourself into any kind of like health emergencies or health scares or anything like that. And you're also nurturing your mind by making sure that you have me time, making sure that you don't buy into the hype, you don't buy into in any hype, your own hype, other people's hype, internet hype, just any hype, just being humble. And because of it, you're able to make very wise, good decisions because you're in the zone. You're that. You're him, you're her, as they call it now. So let's clarify the Knight of Cups. You have the Moon, the Page of Pentacles, the Hermit, see, the Seven of Cups, and then the Six of Pentacles to clarify the Knight of Cups. So the Moon and the Page of Pentacles speaks to you don't have time to deal with nonsense. Again, you're him, you're her, right? You're in the zone. You're doing your thing. Your situation is good, right? And then you have the Hermit, the Seven of Cups, and the Six of Pentacles. Who you Leos choose to hang out with is not the individuals that will be envious of you. Envious of you. You Leos are dating, but y'all are more aware of when someone is envious of you, because you ain't going for that. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to over 100K. Y'all are wild. We're almost pushing. We're at 17,400 and change. We're coming up on 17,500. Wait until we get to the 20,000s. That's going to be a wild ride. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set that notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my videos. And watch the whole video, please.